3.6, options for sharing and distributing your podcast. So at the end of the last tutorial in 3.5, where we created our podcast in Anchor, we ended here at the screen where you submit it. And it has to run through those app stores to make sure it's okay. And you'll get an email when it's approved. You may get an email back that says it's not. It seems like it was a test podcast, especially if it's about like the length or like I put the name test in it. But if you do a legitimate podcast and publish it, you should get the okay. There's some options here, and that's why this tool is also really nice. I've got Facebook, so I can post it that way. Twitter, if you're a teacher, that might be a good way to do it. Just a copy link. If I copy the link here, you saw it said link. When I click this, it says link copied. And so it actually gives me like just a simple URL right here to my podcast. And it's got the streaming link down here. Notice it also has another link for any other podcasts that I have, very similar to like the subscription when we were in the podcast store. So you'll see other podcasts from that same user. So if this is a kid doing it and they're sharing it with their parents or they're sharing it somewhere else, they'll see all those kids' links there. So that's nice. Also, then you can do this embed code. If you've got a website and you want to embed those there, you can do that. One other way to do it for a classroom, and we're going to borrow Miss Allen's website here. So Miss Allen's been doing some podcasting with her kids. And so she created a Google site, and she's got this here. And she created just a page for each of her groups. And so we'll flip over to one of the kids here, and you see they're in charge of their page. They've got a picture, and then they actually just have their podcasts embedded in the Google site here this way. And they've got a little description underneath of each one. So you can hear a little intro there from them. So they did a really good job. And this is just simply Google Sites and dropping that file in there, embedding that file. The other option then, if you wanted to just share a link to people is, we've got some different audio files here, sort of in traditional Google file share way. You could come in here. You could get a shareable link. Make sure you turn that shareable link on. We're going to flip the settings there and make sure that then it's public, or maybe anyone on the link, anyone with a link can view. And then you could copy that link there. And that's how we embed those inside of the Google Sites. There is, we just embed them like the Google file is there. So Miss Allen has a really cool setup here with her website and all her kids and their podcasts. When you use Anchor, you can directly share them out, social media, or pull the links there to your channel. So there's a lot of different ways to distribute those podcasts, either as a teacher or more specifically, probably once your students start to produce them. Thanks.